Hello. Good morning, everybody. Can you hear me?
Yes, teacher, good morning.
Yeah. What did I ask you to do in the previous class? I let you read some reading text. Page number
16.
Student's book. 16 student's book. Wait. What did we discuss? Oh, for unit 1, I think all are finished, right? I let you do the Asian game of backgammon. I let you read it. By the way, did you read it? Okay,
I did.
Okay. I hope some students did it. Let's do text 2A. Everybody, students book, page 16, text 2A. The Asian game of backgammon. Okay, there may be some students who haven't read yet, so I will give you some time to read it. And later and at the same time, while reading, you need to do 2C. 2C, Delita, can you read 2C?
Find and list the 10 example of the passive form in the passage. Why do you think these types of writing use a lot of passive? Discuss it in class and then read the key point below.
So first, in unit 2, there are some grammar points. So I will focus on that. Unit, while reading, trying to understand the text. And at the same time, you need to find some passive forms. That's all. Okay, do it. I'll jump my finished. Kevin finished.
Yes, teacher, I finished reading it.
How much, Kevin?
Teacher, I almost done.
Oh yeah, okay.
Teacher,
Yes,
you have to underline the passive words, right?
yes. Page 16, 17. I will share
Yes,
the
finish, teacher.
Okay. Have you read the Asian game of backgammon?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Okay, wait a minute. Some are still reading. Okay, I think it is enough. So in number 2, I have skipped A and B and I will go to C. In C, you have to check passive form. So in the first paragraph, Amelia, could you please tell me the passive verbs that you have found?
Uh, uh, Can you tell me the question again?
Yeah, I want to know the passive form. Passive verbs from the first paragraph. Hello? Our voice is not very clear. Excuse me, I want to ask the other, right? Because I could not hear your voice. Jampai, in the first paragraph, tell me passive form.
First paragraph.
Which one did you underline? Jampai, in the first paragraph, there is a passive.
Was held.
In the first paragraph, I'm going orderly. Otherwise, students will be confused. In the first paragraph, refer to by different names. That paragraph. Can you tell me one passive form? Sumin, tell me one passive form.
Is play.
Yeah, in the previous test, you were asked passive, right? So you must know what passive form is. In general, verb plus verb 3, but there may be different passive verb forms. So here is still played. The last line is still played. That is passive. And the second paragraph, Suitong, the second paragraph, orderly. You need to describe the passive verbs orderly. Suitong, can you hear me?
Yes, I think there's no.
Huh?
There is no passive form in second paragraph.
There is no passive. Yeah, there is there are some passive verbs. Touch using
HELD, correct? And then replace.
was, yeah, second line. So you don't. Second line was held. Do you see that? Was held. That is passive. Was held. Verb plus verb 3. And touch using anything else?
Replaced.
Huh?
I think replace.
No, that is not a passive. Passive, you know, general passive verb form is verb plus verb 3. There are different verb forms, but in the second paragraph, only was held. Verb plus verb 3, was, verb to be, held, verb 3. So that is called passive. But the third line, have replaced is not a passive, that is active form. Has a verb plus verb 3. Present perfect, not passive. One more. In that paragraph, one more. Tasu,
Is sing.
yeah, is sing. Is sing. Next page. Second line. Which is sing play backgammon. So it must be is sing. Verb plus verb 3. That is passive. Correct. Okay, next paragraph. Tasu Aung.
Is the one.
Third paragraph. What? Say again.
Is the one.
Is what?
DRVID.
Which one are you saying? You mean third paragraph, right?
Yes, that paragraph.
Yeah, is divided is correct, but you skip one. Wait. Yeah, that is also passive, but ing form. In the second part, in the second line, being rolled. Do you see that? Being rolled. Being rolled. That one. Okay, next one. I must ask. So in this case, is being rolled, that paragraph, being rolled, is divided verb plus verb 3. It is correct. And one more. It's not finished yet. That's one more. One more passive form.
Can be stored.
Yeah, correct. Can be stored. That is also passive. You are right. Okay, this time, Kevin. How about next paragraph? The aim of the game. That paragraph.
Is designed.
Yeah, is designed. Anything else?
Is normally played.
Is played. Correct. Anything
Is
else?
played and are removed.
Are
Removed.
removed. Yes, are removed. The third last line, everybody are removed. One more.
Are thrown.
Are thrown. Yes. Are thrown. The fourth last part, which are thrown simultaneously. In this case, are thrown. Okay, the last one. The last one, itara. Itara, tell me. The last paragraph.
I think there is no passive.
In the last paragraph, no passive. There is passive, but no verb to be formed. Oh, wait. Yeah, no passive. Yeah, you are right. Sorry. Skillful is adjective, so it is not a passive. So my question is why passive form is used in some sentences? What is the main focus? Delita. Why? Why the writer is using passive in this test?
I
Why?
think it want to like emphasize the object, not the doer.
Yeah, what is it about? What is this test about?
Like the game, like
Yeah,
backgammon.
about the game. So is
Yeah.
it in animating? Is it in animating? Not the do one. It right? It is a it is not a it is not about a doer. So your main focus is about the game, backgammon. So it must be passive. Okay, I think it is enough. So whenever you know, you don't want to focus on the doer, you can use passive. Some information concerning passive key point. Everybody look at the bottom one. Passives in informative writing. Amelia's connection is not that good. So who will read? Sumen, would you like to read? Sorry, I could not use
Hello?
this on my tablet. Hello? I could not share it. Hello?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Sumen, would you like to read?
Okay. So passive in informative writing. Students usually find many passive platforms in informative writing because it is informal, objective, and avoid emphasis on the performance of the verbs. The humans are not relevant and would distract from the necessary focus of the description or instruction. Sometimes the passive is used in instruction because it is more polite, is a way it should be sent rather than you should send it.
So passive form is used in informative writing, not informal. Informative writing. Everybody highlight informative writing. You could use passive in informative writing. Informative means it gives information. So in this type of writing, you can use passive. That is one thing. Why? Why do we use passive in informative writing? Because it is formal and also objective and also avoids emphasis on the performance of the verbs. So it means that it is formal. In formal situation, you can use passive and then it is quite objective. So you can use passive. And next one, sometimes the passive is used in instruction because it is more polite. It should be sent, for example, rather than you say you should send it. So it means that you want to make it polite and you don't want to use the subject, then you can use passive. That is another point. So I will let you do exercise later. Concerning this test 2A, I want you to write or present a summary. So can you underline some key points about the Asian game of backgammon? I will give you some time. You need to check which points are important. And then you have to talk about the Asian game of backgammon, about this test. You need to use the summary, just only the short account of this test. Okay, I will give you some time. Please think what are the important points. I want you to write about 10 sentences about this game. Make it short as much as you can. You can use passive. Okay, do it. Finished?
Not finished, teacher.
Ready? Who wants to start? Quickly, I can add some students for the sake of time. The one who has finished first can present your summary. Suitong, are you ready?
I'm almost finished, teacher.
Only important points. I must continue some more grammar points. Okay, I think it is enough. Aljama, start. The summary.
Uh, wait.
The main focus is about backgammon game. The Asian game of backgammon, or the game of backgammon is, you can start that way. Aljama, are you ready?
The game of backgammon, which is an ancient game that goes back over 5,000 years to the Persian Empire, is still played all over the world today. It is referred to by different names in different countries, such as Havili in Greece and Chessbetch in Arabic countries. There was a revival of the game in the 1970, when the first Backgammon World Championship was held in the Bahamas. The aim of the game, which is designed for two players, is to move your pieces across the board according to the numbers. It is usually played with 30 stones, 50 stones, 15 stones for each player, and two dice, which are thrown at once. The winner is the person who gets all the pieces from first, while at the same time managing to block the move of the opponent.
Aljama, when you write a summary, you must take only the important points. You can make it short as much as you can. You can use your own words, right? Instead of taking the sentences directly. So you don't. What?
嗯
I- Wait,
Yes. The game of backgammon is an ancient one which is still played all over the world today. Its sound of the dice being rolled against wood is recognizable. It is divided in two with 12 triangles painted in each half of hinge box and designed for two players. 15 each black or white stones are used to play this. So in total, 30 stones. Winner has to get all their pieces home first while blocking the moves of opponent. People who play quickly and has an experience in this game will win.
yeah, your writing is short enough. Who wants to try? Sinai. Oh, Sumin. Sumin.
It's me, Tashizin.
Oh yeah, Tashizin. Would you like to try? Try.
Yes. The backgammon game is an Asian one which is still played. The backgammon game is a design for two
Hey,
players.
don't use the same subject. The Pokemon. It. Use
Yes.
it.
This game is designed for two players. The backgammon board is made out of lacquered wood in different color of brown, which is divided into with 12 triangle painted in each half or hint box. It is normally played with the D-stones 50 each, black or white. If you get all their piece home first, you will be a winner.
Okay, it is quite short. As the main focus is the Pokemon game, you should use passive form. Okay, because the main grammar point is passive. So you are supposed to use passive as much as you can. And yeah, Mesutoi, can you tell it?
Okay. The Asian Games of Backgammon is the Games of Backgammon is an Asian game which started in Persian Empire areas and is referred to by different names in different countries. And because of holding Backgammon World Championship in the Bahamas, it's gained improvement. And the sound of discs being rolled against wood makes this game recognizable, but it was replaced by some games, for instance, video games. And in the while playing, the two player has to play with lacquer wood board, and but it was replaced by some games, for instance. Oh, sorry. I skipped. Can I start again? Sorry, I skipped the one sentence. Okay, the games of backgammon is an Asian Asian game which started in Persian Empire area and is referred to by different name in different country. Because of holding backgammon world champion in the Bahamas, it's gained improvement. And the sounds of the being rolls against would make this game recognizable, and because and it was replaced by some game, for instant video game. And when playing, the two player have to play with lacquer wood board, and player have to throw discs to reach home and block the moves of their opponents to be a winner. That some believe it's totally up to their luck, whereas some say one has to be skillful.
Be aware of grammar mistakes. There are some grammar mistakes. But overall, for summary, it is okay. Idara, would you like to try? Idara.
Teacher, please wait.
You are not ready yet. Amelia, I would like to hear your
Yes.
summary. Say.
Asian game of backgammon, such as it is referred to different names in different countries.
Amelia, sorry, I could not hear clearly due to the connection. Glitching. Kevin, would you like to try?
Yeah, I almost done. Wait a bit, please.
So can I try?
Yeah, try. Quickly, I would like to continue.
The Asian of Backgammon is well known since the Persian Empire was established with many different names in numerous countries. However, in 1980, video games are replaced, especially for children. Although it is recognized when the rolling sound of the dice is hard, playing it is rarely seen nowadays. Moreover, it is the unusual board game as the board is split into two columns. To be the winner in it, some people believe that it is related to fate, but some of them thought it was dependent on their skill.
Interesting. Okay, interesting. So everybody, I would like to, I gave you writing practice for summary. I would like to focus on next point. Everybody, in text 2A, the other point is this one. Next page, C. Touch Within, would you like to read in pairs?
In pair, study the use of the pair of
Dashes
and
brackets.
In text 2A. It discuss how they have been used. Then define what you think the rule is for the use of the dashes and bracket. It is in the sentences.
So I will focus on dashes. It is important. So everybody, the use of dashes to make it simple. All right, otherwise you will be confused. I am going to focus on the use of double dashes. Can you find some sentences with double dashes in this test? In text 2A, double dashes. Vanessa, could you please tell me in the first paragraph, tell me double dashes sentence. The sentence which has double dashes. Come on. I have to ask the same person. Some students, they don't participate systematically. Touch Reason, say, in the first paragraph, do you see the sentence with double dashes?
SHERSH and then BESH.
Read that sentence. We have to analyze. Refer to
by different name in different countries.
Is it finished? Not yet. Such as Chablis in Greece, Shanliu in China. I don't know how to pronounce because it is Chinese name. And then it's not finished yet. Read.
Not in Iran, and then I don't know how to pronounce in Arabic countries. The games of backgammon is an Asian one, which is played all over the world today.
Everybody listen. Up to that is only one sentence. So in this paragraph, only one sentence, one paragraph. Do you agree? One sentence, one paragraph. So next, I won't put this. The dash, the phrase in the dash. So it will be like, referred to by different names in different countries. The game of backgammon is an Asian one. I won't put the bracket, which is still played all over the world today. Is it meaningful? I make it short. I have omitted unnecessary information. Is it meaningful, Su Yitong? What do you think? I have omitted the underlying phrase between two dashes and the words in the bracket. I think that it is not necessary. Then I have omitted. So Delita, do you think it is meaningful?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes. and the sentence is clearer and shorter. It is more straightforward. So, can I omit these phrases between two dashes and in the bracket? Can I? Yes or no? Can I omit? Is it important? Is it that necessary? No, no. It's not that important and it is not that necessary. So I can omit it. I can omit it. If I want to make it short, they are just extra information. Everybody, extra information. So here I have omitted the phrase between two dashes and the phrase in the brackets. So let's go on. Second paragraph. Do you see any phrases with dashes? No. Kevin, how about the third paragraph, Kevin? Can you read out that sentence with dashes? Third paragraph.
The board is also
Distinctive.
distinctive as it's divided into with a triangle painted in each half of king bugs are usually made of how to pronounce
Liquid wood.
Liquid wood in different colors of brown in which the
pieces
pieces
can
can be
stored.
stored.
Yeah, let's have a look. In this sentence, do you see these two commas? And only one. But because it ends with full stop. So if I say the board is also distinctive, so is it meaningful? The board is also distinctive. I want to make it short.
No.
No. So it's not meaningful.
It's meaningful.
It's meaningful. The board is also distinctive. It is grammatically correct. It is also meaningful. If you know the meaning of distinctive, right? Quite obvious. That's all. So here, everybody, comma, as is divided into blah, 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 you are given the extra information about that game, why it is distinctive. If you would like to make it short, if you don't put this phrase, it is still okay. As it is put, as this phrase is put at the end of the sentence, comma and full stop. So this information is not necessary. You can omit it, it means. And also look at another dashes. A hinge box. What kind of hinge? Usually make of liquor wood in different colors of brown. If I don't put, and I just say only a hinged box, is it okay? A hinge box. Is it meaningful? I don't want to explain
No.
because why not? I don't want to give extra information because in summary, you don't need to put extra information. It is about a hinge box in which the pieces can be stored. That's all. If I say like that, is it okay? Do I need to say like usually make up liquor wood, blah, blah, blah? Is it that important? No, because it is unnecessary information. That is why this phrase is put between two dashes. So I can omit it. And I can say like a hinged box in which the pieces can be stored. Is it stay okay? Stay okay? Come on, come on. Yes, is it okay if I omit the phrases between two dashes? Is it okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It will be like in each half of a hinged box in which the pieces can be stored. Then it will be shorter and it is clearer. Okay, let's go to the next paragraph. Next paragraph. Sumi, would you like to read the phrases between two dashes?
I didn't hear clearly. What did you say?
Or in next paragraph, could you please say two dashes? The phrase from between two dashes.
It is normally played with betting so facing each flag of white and 2 dice.
Is it finished? Not yet.
On which are drawn simultaneously.
Yes. Here, it is normally played with 30 stones and 2 dice. Is it meaningful? I have cut unnecessary information because I need to make it short. It's normally played with 30 stones and 2 dice. I don't put like 15 each, black or white, blah, blah, blah. I don't say. Sumi, is it okay? My question is it okay? I will write like that.
Yes.
It is normally played with 30 stones and 2 dice. I don't put extra information. One, I make it short. It is okay. It is meaningful. You know, which are thrown simultaneously. It is also an extra information. I can omit it. Why? Why do you think it is extra information? Because of comma. Right? Itara. In that paragraph, could you please give me the other phrase with 2 dashes? Itara.
Yes, the winner is a person who write at the same time.
Here, in this, actually, you need to read all. The winner is the person who what? Go on reading.
Write at the same time, managing to block the move of their
Opponents get
all their pieces
home first.
home first.
So, Vanessa, if I omit Y at the same time managing to block the moves of their opponents, is it okay? And I will write like, the winner is the person who gets all their pieces home first. Is it meaningful? Aljama, is it meaningful? Vanessa says no. I will omit Y at the same time. I will omit the information within the 2 dashes. Is it okay?
It's okay, teacher.
Yeah. Actually, between the unnecessary extra information are put between 2 dashes. In now in a position between 2 commas. And then the same between 2 dashes. Sometimes in Burmese language, within the bracket. That way we have written. So it means that extra information can be put between 2 commas or between 2 dashes or within the brackets. That kind of phrases can be omitted when you write summary. They are not that important.
Do
you understand? So I will let you read this one. Key point. Parenthesis. What is that? I will let someone read. Tashusin, read. What is
The
parenthesis?
parenthesis is a part of a sentence that could be left out because it is grammatically unnecessary and because the information contained within it is extra to the main words being made in the sentence. For instance, in the first paragraph of text 2E, we had already been told that the game of backgammon has different names in different part of the world. So the links between the dishes is just giving some express but not given any new information.
Wait, stop for a while. So here in term, we call it parenthesis. A part of a sentence that could be left out. A part of a sentence that could be left out. Left out because it is grammatically unnecessary. So that is called parenthesis. So why do we use parenthesis? But I will let you read the rest and we will discuss why. So you have to go on reading. You already know that.
You already know that a single dash shows when an extra dot is added to the end of the sentence and that the use of two commas create a parenthesis, a piece which can be cut off. Now you have a choice of two other ways of creating the same effect.
Another way, two commas. Two commas creates a parenthesis too, right? So two dashes or two commas. I even showed recently. And then it shows the creating the same effect, right? Okay, go on. That's one. Could you please read whether you use commas?
Whether you use commas, slash, or bracket doesn't really matter, although brackets give the impression that the information contained between them is even less necessary than that contained between commas and dash because it seems visual.
Visually to be more separate.
Visually to be more separate from the main idea of the sentence more find a way.
Go on reading the last part.
Where a sentence needs more than one
parenthesis,
it is a good idea to use a mixture of different types. Don't forget that if you open a parenthesis,
you need to make
sure that you close.
Okay, so here I have underlined the key points. You could underline it. When you study, you need to remember these points only. It is a part of sentence that could be left out. That is the point. And then two commas creates a parenthesis. Besides dashes, you can use commas or brackets. Okay, only these 3 points. I will let you do the exercise later. In 2A, text 2A, these are the points that you are supposed to learn. Summary, and also what? Parenthesis and passive form. Okay, I would like to continue. Second one, it is quite short. Text 2B. I let you read it in advance. Am I right? Did you read it? Okay, so those who haven't read, you can read it now. Another game. The rules for the board game Snakes or Chutes and Ladders. Okay, everybody, I will go quickly. I just focus on the grammar point. So please read quickly. I will give you a few minutes. Read quickly first. And pay attention to relative clauses. Who wants to talk about this game? The board game. The rules for the board game. You can summarize as much as you can. One volunteer, please. I prefer the one who hasn't finished yet. In the previous one, I let some students present on the Asian game of backgammon. This time, I want the new one. Hello. Make it short as much as you can. Just only take the main points. Tashwizin, have you finished?
You mean summarize?
Summary.
No.
So you haven't finished yet, right?
Yes.
Okay, could you please talk about the rules for the board games? Tashwizin, would you like to start?
Yes. I think my summary is too long. So, the board is in the front of the Greeks with 10 rows of 10 square. Each player starts with a token on the starting square and take them to the row or single time to move the token by the number of square, which are pointed by the time rule. Token should follow the fixed path which is made on the game board, which is track from the bottoms to the top of the playing areas. Passing once through every square, you should move your token up to the square at the top of the leader. If you place at the top of the snake, you need to move your token down to the snake bottom square. If you rolled a 6, you need to take another 10. But if you roll 6 for 3 times, you will go to the stack square and then shouldn't move until rolling another 6. The winner who is first to bring their tokens to the last squares.
You have taken the sentences from the test thoroughly. Okay, next. Who wants to try? I prefer the one who hasn't finished. Suyati.
Yes, Chair. Wait, Chair. I'm not very ready yet, honestly.
How about the next person? Hello. Oh, I must ask the same person. Today's scenario is absent. 11.
I can try, teacher.
Sweet one.
I can try, teacher.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sweet. Oh, you would like to try, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Say.
Okay. Snakes and Ladder is a board game where player roll a token to move along the number grid, and the goal is to reach the final square 100 before others. And Ladder have you advance while landing on snake makes you like slide down, and if you get three is that con I can't pronounce it CONSECUTIVE.
Okay, interesting. You are,
Oh.
you have.
Wait, I haven't been like I mean like how to pronounce CONSECUTIVE. Like they three
Consecutive.
Oh yeah.
Consecutive.
Okay, if you get 3 consecutive 6, you have to wait at the starting square until rolling another 6. So it's a mix of lag if as you avoid snakes and use ladder to win.
You have used your own words and try to make it short, which is good. Okay, actually, I would like to focus on this in this test. Everybody, let's discuss the grammar point. So here, the parenthesis, you can put it if the information is not necessary and it is an extra information, you can put within the brackets or within 2 dashes or 2 commas. You know it already, right? I want to focus on the second one. That is here, relative pronoun. You have already learned in global book, but I just want to review because when you extend the ideas in writing as well as speaking, you are supposed to use relative phrases, right? So let's see here. Kevin, could you please read one relative clause? To move the token by the
To move the token by the number of squares which are indicated by the die rule.
Okay, let's see here. A single die to move the token by the number of squares which are indicated. Everybody focus on this. Actually, the number of squares, you can, how should I say, you can stop. But you want to give information and you use, make it longer. You would like to make it longer, then you use relative clause, right? And then here, or relative clause like W, which are indicated by the die rule, right? So here, next step, is it important? Is it an important message? Is it an important message? Can I omit it? By the number of squares which are indicated by the die rule. If I don't put this relative clause, will it be meaningful? No. This is called defining clause. Defining clause. Because, you know, there is no comma. Before a relative clause, there is no comma. So it means that it is an important information. You can't omit it. You can't omit it. And it is necessary. It is necessary. You are talking about the number of squares. That is why you use relative pronoun which. So if it is not necessary, there will be comma. So that is called defining clause. I will write DC. Okay, important information. Okay, let's go to the next part. Sumin, will you please read another one? Tokens should follow the fixed route.
Tokens should follow the fixed route, which is marked on the game board, which is a track from the bottom to the top of the playing area, passing once through every square.
Look at the first one. The fixed route, which is marked blah blah blah. So in this case, is there comma? Sume, is there comma? Come on. Is there comma? Come on. I mean, for which is marked on the game board. I mean that one. Sume, is there comma? No, no. So, is it defining or non-defining clause, Sume? Sume, are you okay?
Yes.
So, here, there is no comma. So, is it defining or non-defining?
Defining.
Defining clause. So, I will write DC. DC. Is it an important information?
Yes.
Yes. You can't omit it. You can't omit it. Okay? You must understand like that. Okay. Vanessa, will you please read? It is not underlined, but I want you to read this one. Another relative clause. On the board game, read. Vanessa, be active. Come on.
On the board
board.
game,
On the
which is-
game board. Sorry. On the
on the-
game board.
on the game board, which is a track from the
Bottom.
bottom to the top of the playing area.
So play area is not finished yet. Passing once.
Passing one through every square.
Vanessa, there are two commas before relative pronoun which. Is it an important information? Come on. Can I omit it? Can I omit it? Can I get rid of that phrase? Yes, I can. It is not important. Like which is marked on the board, on the game board, passing once through every square. That way. So it is still meaningful. How do I know that it is an extra information? Because of two commas. Okay. So is it defining or non-defining? Sorry.
Non-defining.
Non-defining clause. I will write short form. All right. Okay. And next one, Suyati. Suyati. Will you please go further down? And I want you to read this one. The player who is first. That one.
The player who is first to bring their token to the last square of the track is the winner.
Yeah. In this case, the player who is first to bring, is it an important information or extra information?
Important, I think.
Important. Can I omit it?
No.
No, I can't. So is it defining or not defining?
Defining.
Defining clause. As you refer to the player, that is why you use who. Okay. And the last one, Kevin again, it is again. Kevin. Okay. Kevin, are you with me?
Yes.
Read the last part. It is a game. Yeah, I have.
It is a game which consists purely of luck, and it could take a long time to get to square 100.
So here you could see, is it which consists purely of luck? Is it an important information or an important information? What do you think?
I think it's important.
Important. So is it defining or non-defining?
Define.
Yeah, DC. It is DC. And can I omit it?
No.
No, no, I can't. Okay, so I have already shown that defining and non-defining sentences. So let's see, everybody B, this one. Here, two more. The game is very popular. Sumi, is it meaningful?
No.
Why not? The game is very popular. It is still okay, right? You can omit which consists purely of luck, right? So that is called here non-defining clause. Okay. And next one, the player sitting on the left managed to win. Sumi, is it okay? Yes. If I don't put this phrase, it is still okay. Extra information. So that is non-defining. Non-defining. You must understand like that. And the exercise will be followed. Don't worry. So here, key point. Let's read quickly and find out the main idea of this paragraph. So Delita, could you please read defining relative clauses?
Defining related clauses, one the clause containing who or which can be separated from the rest of the sentence so that what remains would stay makes sense without it. We show this with a comma. It's called a non-defining relative clause. Sometimes, however, the who or which cannot be separated from the what is that?
Separated from,
sorry, separated from what comes
before.
Because it is part of the description and it is well removed. What was left would not make sense. For example, in text 2b, it would not make sense to say in the penultimate
sentence.
Penultimate sentence that the player is a winner, or in the last sentence that is a game and it could take a long time. We call these non-removable description defining related clause because they are part of the defining of the subject. For example, a teacher is someone who passes information to students.
So the main thing is defining and non-defining. Non-defining, there you need to put comma. Extra information. Okay, that's all. Okay, and now we have only 4 minutes. I want to give you homework, everybody. Go to workbook. Workbook. Unit 1 is finished, right? I want to do unit 2, page 10, 11. Take out page, open page 10 and 11. Workbook. Ready? Homework number 1. Number 1. Actually, it's easy. You are supposed to put whoever, whatever, whenever. Quite related, not totally related. But the next lesson will be related with whoever, whatever. But you can do it. That is why I let you do it in advance. So number 1 and number 2. Everybody try to understand try to understand the instruction. Put pairs of brackets or dashes in these sentences in the correct places. Additional commas may also be needed. So try it, right? Commas, dashes, brackets. Let's go to number 3. It is also useful for you. Put commas in the sentences below to indicate the phrases in opposition. You need to put commas. To indicate the phrases in opposition. And next, number 4, you need to put must, should, could, would in the gaps in the passage below. You know the meaning of these modal verbs and you need to fill in the gaps. So 2 pages. 2 pages. Can you do it?
Yes.
Okay. So page 10, 11 homework. By the way, everybody, unit 1, is it finished? All are finished, right? I would like to make it sure. Any exercise that I skipped, if it is not important, you can. I will,
Teacher, I don't finish. Page 9.
page 9. Let me check. Page 9 is finished. You know, as the instruction is complicated, I made it simple. I just focus on the main points. You know, I discussed together with the class, with the students, only the underlying phrases. So please discuss it with your friends. If you don't understand, you can ask me. I've already taught that exercise. So I think unit 1 is finished. For unit 2, page 10 and 11, we will discuss it, right? If you don't know, leave it. It's okay, no problem. I want to save time. That is why I gave you homework. Okay. Any question for today's lessons? If you have time, I would like to suggest you to read ahead components so that you can understand more. Just read the text in advance. You can understand more. And also text study, another one. Read the text in advance. That's all. Can you do it? Okay. So hello? Okay, I will stop here. Bye-bye.
Bye, teacher.
Bye,
Thank you,
teacher.
teacher.
Bye.
Thank you.